Now I give the floor to Mr. Dakhal, Employers Delegate of Nepal.
Respected Session Chair, Excellencies, representative from government and non-government organization, friends from private sector, distinguished delegates, good morning. It is an honor to address you all at this significant gathering. The Federation of Nepalese Chamber of Commerce and Industry, FNCCI, is the largest private sector umbrella organization in Nepal, representing around 600,000 businesses. We are also the only employer organization in Nepal, placing the significant responsibility on us to lead by example. The Director General report emphasized the advancing the social justice and decent work for the employee. FNCCI has been champion in the both area. The private sector of Nepal diligently follow all the ILO regulation and convention that our government has signed. Moreover, we have independently undertaken the numerous initiatives to uphold the employee dignity. Dignity, in our view, goes beyond the proper conduct. It involves enhancing our employees' capacity for personal and professional development, providing them with the better opportunity. Nepali businesses enjoy a strong employer-employee relationship, and we have not faced significant labor issue in recent years. Social justice means equally economic, political, and social opportunity, and gender equality. This platform allows me to highlight the investment opportunity in Nepal and how they can enhance the social justice through the rapid economic growth. Nepal began in liberalization process in 1990, and it now implementing the new generation economic reform. FNCCI has been at the forefront of this path, including the formation of commission announced in the budget for the next years. As the warm-up to the reform agenda, the government has amended the 8 laws related to investment to facilitate the FDI. The Cabinet has approved the bilateral investment agreement framework, and we are ready to sign the agreement with the interested countries. The budget also permits to sign the double taxation agreement, DTA, with the potential countries. Nepal, situated between India and China, offers the duty-free market access to India, which will continue even after our graduation from the less developed country category. This facility will be available in the EU market until 2029, and we are negotiating the similar access with the China and other markets. This positioning allows for the production in Nepal with the export the potential worldwide. Nepal holds the immense potential in the hydropower production with the huge market in India and Bangladesh. We have an agreement with the India to buy the 10,000 megawatt of the electricity and are in the process of signing an agreement with the Bangladesh. Tourism is the another vital sector. Our beautiful hills, station, and Himalaya are the popular destination and multiple effect in the tourism in substantial providing the livelihood opportunity for the population. Additionally, our youth population in a valuable asset for an investor, especially in the booming ICT sector, which offer the decent work opportunity for youth on a large scale. Therefore, I emphasize the need for the investment. I will help to fulfill the agenda of the social justice by creating the decent employment opportunity. Lastly, I thank the ILO for inviting me to this event. I assure everyone that the private sector of Nepal will continue to be a trusted partner of the ILO. Let us join hands to create a more sustainable world. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.